Hey everybody, welcome to DW. Everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Kent, the Executioner.
This is DJ Tiny Terror, and I'm Sarah.
Sarah.
Just Sarah. Guys, today we're going to be talking about one of the funniest, greatest WrestleManias of all time.
Funniest.
WrestleMania 12, and it's going to be featuring the main card is Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
Classic. Oh.
WrestleMania 12 started out pretty strong with its very first match. It was a 6-way tag team between
The Tiny Terror.
So our first match is Vader, the British Bulldog, and Owen Hart
versus Ahmed Johnson, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Yokozuna.
They start off pretty strong, I think, in the match.
Yeah, it gets a little wicked. It's a little. Oh.
Not even a minute into the match, Ahmed Johnson's butt cheeks out. Every one of his matches, he's got to have butt cheeks.
Every one of his matches, one cheek is out. Either one of the right or one of the left.
Minimum.
Seriously.
We'll insert a little quick clip of that just so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. Honest, this match, not as exciting as it could have been.
It's exciting to me.
It could have been better.
Ahmed Johnson, big dude, but get gas real quick.
It's because his ass hanging out.
His ass hanging out.
When you're shaking all on that, it takes a lot of big toll on your body when you're clapping them like that. If you know what I mean.
You're in the middle of the match and you just fall for no reason. Like
he's trying to fix his damn panties,
not. Check it out.
So Ahmed Johnson is in the ring with Owen Hart, and he's running him around. Let's just be realistic.
Running him around.
He's fit and young.
He's big and tired. He just fell out. No reason, just falls to the mat.
Owen Hart falls after being hit. Ahmed Johnson just falls. Just to take a nap.
With his butt out.
Shaking ass for the whole crowd to see.
The whole crowd to see. Just outside the ring, tired. Just walking around. Like, we're only 10 minutes in the match. Like,
all right. Then we've got then we have Vader getting beaten mercilessly
by Yokozuna. In the corner, getting smashed out.
Just terrible.
Owen Hart, British Bulldog, just looking at him. Vader throw his hands up like, bro.
Some of those punches looked pretty legit.
Help me out.
In my opinion.
Legit beating his butt.
Yeah, they actually look pretty rough.
Vader's a big dude. Both of them big dudes.
Point on Ahmed Johnson's shorts get corrected. And then his butt's going to hang out again. Cheeks. Talking straight cheeks.
Oh, cheeks. I don't want to. We ain't got no choice but to see the cheeks. Oh. All
right, so Vader, British Bulldog, and Owen Hart do win. Shout out to Vader for wrestling with that mask, like blocking his nose. I've never seen a mask like that before. I mean, it literally smushes his nose like crazy. Working out like that's no joke, no pun.
That's right.
Not that I haven't worked out in a while.
It's time. That's why you talk like that. It's Vader time.
All right, so the next is actually a backyard brawl. Pretty cool. Rowdy Piper.
Goldust.
They get pretty intense pretty quick. All right, so they have the match. There is a lot of stuff going on in the outdoor match that can be talked about. There's water hoses, bats,
cars,
food being smashed, trash cans full of scrap paper,
and a white Bronco. Goldust been pulled off.
A lot of Goldust ass.
He's not wearing undies underneath this fucking suit.
There's more than I would say just ass cheeks showing, but
yes, swinging. Swinging. We used to watch this. We didn't pay attention to it. When we were kids, we did not pay attention to this. We watching it now, and we are tripping out.
My favorite WrestleMania ever, by far.
Okay, so they done pulled off, and now the next match is Stone Cold versus Savio Vega.
And this is actually Stone Cold before he was the Stone Cold that we know and love.
Yeah, Steve Austin.
This was before Austin 316. This was before all of it. It was actually such a low-end match that they were talking over the match.
Yeah, showing Goldust and Piper on the chase.
It's actually such a low-level match that it's not even Austin 316 yet. It's not what we were thinking.
It's Steve Austin.
We saw the old Steve Austin. We got hyped because who doesn't love the lovely myself? I am trailer trash, so I loved Austin 316. It was my favorite thing ever. But it was such a low level match. He didn't even have like an entrance song. Nothing. There was no broken glass. Nothing.
I can tell you what he had. That $1 million belt with the diamonds on it, walking in there with Ted DiBiase.
Facts. Yeah, that's true. It's facts. So the match starts, and it's a pretty overall standard match between Savio Vega and Steve Austin. The problem is that it's such a low level match they're talking over it.
Yeah.
But what they're talking it over with is classic.
Classic.
So as we remember, Goldust is pulled off, and Rowdy Piper is now chasing him in a white Bronco.
White Bronco.
Now, luckily, Vince McMahon is on the phone, and we get some live footage of the white Bronco chasing something. The footage looks familiar.
Hey,
as Vince McMahon says.
We see Piper on the freeway chasing Goldust, but we don't see Goldust. We see that white Bronco with some cops behind him. So Piper's being chased by some cops. Or maybe that's fucking OJ.
Oddly familiar. So I have to say, the absolute comic genius behind Vince McMahon right there, hilarious. You need to go watch it. It's amazing.
Here's the thing. Trolling before we start calling it trolling. This is trolling at its best.
Yes.
They showing OJ footage with Piper in the Bronco.
100%.
Is it Piper or is it OJ?
Oh, it's OJ.
I remember that video. Was that the same year of this WrestleMania?
Yes.
Put it together now. WrestleMania's going on and OJ running from the cops. Piper.
OJ.
Piper in the high-speed chase.
Don't sue us, OJ.
Don't OJ. All right. Back to the Austin match. In and out with the chase and the match itself. The referee gets knocked out.
But don't worry. They actually pour an entire ice cold soda right into it.
Coke to the face.
I just know that there's some kid that was like begging his dad for a soda for like $7, and I was like, absolutely not. We're not going to waste money on that. And I can guarantee you that kid was like, oh man,
thirsty.
He was trying that. And that dad was probably sitting next to the person. They got front row tickets. They steal it out of the person's. Do you think that they do that? Do you think that they actually like repay them? Like if you're the front row person and you get your soda taken.
No, because they getting camera time. I think that's more than anything. They could take my pizza and slap it out of my hand as long as I have camera time.
So Stone Cold does end up winning after knocking the ref out and then proceeding to have his manager wake him up with ice cold soda. Absolutely insane. He beats Savio Vega for the $1 million belt again. So he actually retains the $1 million belt. This is real life, people. We do have an adorable daughter that we're currently filming with because she's adorable.
Yeah.
And
she wants to be a part of it.
Yes, we're trying not to show her face too much because I don't want you guys to say that we are, I don't know, being creepy. I don't know.
She's a diva.
She is the next Tiny Terror, and she's going to be awesome. So next up, we've got Hunter Hearst Helmsley, or as we know him now, well, Triple H, the game, and now the CEO,
CFO.
creative. He's a creative. Paul, who cares?
Paul Bunyan.
He is Mrs. McMahon, or he's Mr. McMahon. Listen, if I was married to Stephanie McMahon, I would also not wear the pants.
I ain't wearing the pants. I changed my name, Kent McMahon.
That's right. I would take her last name. You know what I mean? All right, so we've got Triple H.
That is not Triple H. Hunter Hearst Helmsley. It's going one-on-one with the legend Ultimate Warrior.
Did you forget his name?
I did.
But he looks so tired in here. I will say, physique-wise, best physique I've ever seen in wrestling.
No.
We can argue that.
We're gonna argue
Agree
that.
to disagree.
We're gonna argue that.
Disagree.
We gonna
Agree to disagree.
I got mine in mind right now.
It's a pretty cool match. I'm not gonna lie. Ultimate Warrior has one of the coolest songs. Yeah, in my opinion.
Charisma is off the chain.
It's insane. He's exhausted after his
intro.
Which I mean, honestly, I would be too. Though I would be too. No shade. No shade, Ultimate Warrior, but he is tired. He's hitting the ropes. I mean, he's exhausted. And we got the Tiny Terror here hitting me with her classic move, the Monami destruction of spit up and hair pulling. All right, so next up we have Diesel.
Big Daddy Cool.
Big D.
Big D.
So it says BDE on his onesie. What is it? That's not
onesie.
Singlet. I thought we agreed to not talk about it again. It's a singlet. Correction made.
It's a onesie and it says.
We have a 4-month-old.
BIG.
No, it doesn't. It says BDE.
BIG.
That's BDE.
No, it's not.
Oh, BIG.
BIG.
Oh.
Big D.
So what do you think the D stands for?
Diesel. Dick. Daddy. Dumbass. That's my guy. Look, we reckless right now. We just having a little bit of fun. But Big D.
Big D.
We didn't catch that when we was young.
Thank you. And then we've got the Undertaker coming out. I do have some questions also about the Undertaker. Is he a zombie? No.
In 1997, he is.
He doesn't eat brains.
Oh, I never thought of that.
He comes out in a coffin. So is he a vampire? But he doesn't drink blood. But like, why is he like a vampire-esque thing?
He rose from the dead, though, right? So did Paul Bearer bury himself with Undertaker too? Because they both look the same.
They're both dead. But also, since Kane comes from hell, right?
They dug more than 6 feet.
Then what is the Undertaker? I just don't understand what he is. They have an urn, like a cremation urn, but he comes out of a coffin. That's very confusing. Yes, Paul Bearer. But it's a very confusing thing for moi.
I mean, yeah, when you go deep into it, like you go deep into it, I've never thought of those questions, and it's good questions. Like, what is he?
The one thing, the biggest difference between Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon, Stephanie thinks about those things.
Stephanie is Vince McMahon.
Vince, just stop the tape.
Named Deborah. So we have Undertaker versus Big Daddy Cool. They've been playing mind games with each other.
Facts.
Dead bodies and caskets of themselves, and it's been a crazy, freaky couple weeks leading up to WrestleMania with these two guys.
And they're both huge.
Big guys.
I didn't realize that Diesel was actually taller than Undertaker.
Yeah.
But he is by like an inch, right?
Big Daddy Cool. And the Undertaker.
Not with the Undertaker's hat on, I bet he's not.
Nah.
You think that you lose inches when you die? You think that he lost some inches because he came back from the dead? Do you think that like that's a give and take that you would have to give? Like if you were 6 foot, they have to take off 2 inches from you, so now you're 5'10", you can't ever claim you're 6 foot again.
don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Well, because I feel like you talk like a man who's got 6 foot energy.
Oh.
You. If you were 5'10", there's no way you could talk the way you do. You talk reckless.
I'm not 5'10".
And that's what I mean. If you were, you couldn't talk reckless.
Why not?
It should be just a little thing.
What? 4'2".
I'm talking about men.
I'm talking about you.
Literally
4'2", and she wants.
Literally
6.
no one cares how tall a girl is. So Big Daddy Cool. An Undertaker's match. It's not a terrible match. I think we all know, because we know the lore of Undertaker, we know who's going to win. I think when we were watching it live, it was a lot different. But since we already know the Undertaker didn't lose any WrestleManias until pretty recently, you kind of know what's going on.
17 in New Orleans.
Some of the commentary they do is pretty good. Overall, I would say it's not too terrible. It's a technically pretty clean match, but honestly, not too
exciting. Yeah,
and that's the problem is that we're pretty much comparing everything to what is going to happen next.
The match is still going on between Goldust and Piper. It's a brawl.
It's a backyard brawl.
Backyard brawl. So they in the city of.
I think they're in LA, right?
Are they in LA?
It's Hollywood. WrestleMania.
They're in Hollywood, riding around the city, and the match is still going. Like the time is still ticking. So they're not in the arena. They still have matches going on right now. Undertaker, Big Daddy Cool.
But honestly, I feel like they're time filler matches. It feels like time filler matches.
Yeah.
It just feels like
because the rivalry between the two of those guys, and it's.
He's probably the best part of the match. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Taker. It's pretty awesome. I mean, the whole like bringing Kane out was really cool too.
Yeah. It is. I like Vince McMahon. I like Vince McMahon as a commentator too back in the day.
Yeah, I do wish that he might. I mean, I understand that now he can't come back, but I do wish that he was more involved now.
Yeah.
Just like commentating and stuff like that. He's so fun. He's so funny. I don't remember him being this classically funny, and I don't even know how they started the Mr. McMahon persona, because he's so hilarious.
Yeah.
And he's not a jerk at all. So there's that.
Yeah.
So.
Piper and Goldust made it back into the building.
They didn't make it back in. They crash in.
They crashed in.
And that's, I think, the best part of the whole thing. They crash in. We don't even know what's happening. And this is where the pinnacle, in my opinion, of all WrestleMania starts.
Yeah.
There's no winning after this.
There's no winning after this.
I haven't seen anything that stopped it. We may even have to cover this later on just this match when we talk about greatest matches of all time.
Matches of all time.
Storyline goes, what, honey? They crash back into the building. They get back in the ring. And they just start kind of beating the hell out of each other. It's a backyard brawl, so there's no rules.
Yeah.
And when we say no rules, I mean like none.
What is PG-13 versus PG? What's the difference?
You'll see it today. They go learn you today. So for some reason, the clothes start coming off.
Yeah, Piper said he's gonna make a man out of the fruit cake. Fruit cake.
Anyway, so
Goldust
shirt comes off. Goldust pulls his shirt off. It is absolutely insanity.
Go back.
Okay. So clothes start coming off. It is Rowdy's shirt first. And then
stripping.
Yeah, Goldust rips Rowdy's shirt off pretty intensely. I'm not gonna lie, a little aggressive.
Slobbing him down,
and then kisses him right in the mouth.
Piper is pissed.
It's a pretty deep kiss.
It's a pretty deep kiss.
Like this.
I think Piper liked it though.
But he got the gold makeup on him,
yeah.
Just like I got the white makeup on you. Rowdy Piper does win because after he strips Goldust into his lingerie, Goldust, I think, kind of gives up.
Yeah.
But not before Rowdy Piper does kiss Goldust right in the mouth.
Right in the mouth. And grab a handful
Yep. There's a lot of kissing.
He freaked Goldust out.
In my opinion, this is what the main difference between PG-13 and PG is. Yeah. It's a lot.
Did Goldust give consent?
I'm gonna go with no by the way that he ran off.
Hey, we want to say this though. Piper jumped in that SUV, that Bronco, that white Bronco.
Correct.
OJ ain't do that. Piper did it.
There's
Piper
proof.
did it.
So
the evidence is here.
By the way, R.I.P.
Free OJ.
OJ.
Recipes OJ, the juice man. But we know you ain't do it, OJ. We just found out who did it. I think we solved the case.
Honestly.
Piper jumped in the Bronco after OJ went inside his house.
Case
so
solved.
It wasn't OJ.
Case solved. You're welcome. Are we detectives?
I don't know why Vince didn't say anything. Vince didn't say anything.
You'll never know.
He protect his players though. He protect his players. That was a serious crime. 2 murders. I mean, that's 2 first-degree murders. And fucking Piper got away with it. The same Bronco with the same blood on the driver's door.
Facts.
Check the video. Check the video.
You think that's why they split his hand open? Was to have that on the video? I really didn't catch that the first time. I didn't catch it.
Check it. When Piper got in there, because OJ Van, right? Because Goldust did run into that Bronco. Yeah. But that blood, they say it was OJ's, was not OJ's. It was Piper in the backyard barn fight.
Backyard barn? I don't.
The
backyard brawl.
The back of the arena picnic. There was a whole picnic out there. It was a fucking picnic.
Not the potluck.
That was a feed the homeless in the back of the arena. Threw all the food on the ground. After that Goldust and Piper shenanigans. Fox. Next match is one of the best matches. Shawn Michaels' first Wrestlemania win against Bret Hart.
One of the best matches. I feel like it's one of the longest matches.
It
felt long. It was boring.
It was boring.
But here's the thing. It wouldn't have mattered how good the match was. You're comparing. You can't go after that.
Here's the thing, though. You can't go after that. But what made this match with Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart good? Jerry the King Lawler. The commentary is entertaining. More entertaining than the match itself.
Honestly.
Until the pin.
So the match is a timed 1 hour match. Yes. They make them wrestle
and they
for
stretch
an hour.
It out.
I would say at
past
least
the time.
15 minutes of that in total was resting.
Yeah.
Taking breaks. Which I mean, I couldn't do it. I'm not in shape to do that. But it's in a very long match. Very long.
What are you doing?
It's not Shawn Michaels' usually bloody matches, which makes Shawn Michaels so cool because he was a very, very bloody wrestler. Get it, baby. And I don't know if anybody knows this. In 2008, they stopped using real blood.
Yeah.
On purpose. Yeah, they stopped cutting themselves on purpose in 2008. I don't know if anybody would know that, but fun wrestling fact for you of the day.
Nice fact. Nice fact.
That's also the year that they went from PG-13 to PG.
Yeah.
Yep. Just letting you know.
Shawn Michaels fly out that thing from the top of the roof.
Yeah. That is a really cool drop down, which is kind of surprising because just a couple of years later, as we know, Owen Hart. I mean, I wouldn't say that he did, but he passed away doing that. Live.
And I watched that live.
And they don't show it at all anymore if you do want to go and watch the match.
You won't see it. I mean, the documentary is out there, though, on what happened. I mean, you watch the Vince McMahon documentary. It's intense.
Fact about Kent, Shawn Michaels is his favorite wrestler.
Back in the day. I think it was everybody's wrestler. Everybody wanted to be the Heartbreak Kid.
Goldust was one of mine. Pretty big fan.
What is that?
That's whenever he rubs a butt. He was rubbing his butt. Anyway, comment your favorite wrestler from the 90s. And maybe we'll cover them soon.
Yes. Mine, top 3.
Hit me.
Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Bret Hart. And Undertaker.
So all 3 were on here?
All 3. All
lame. My top 3 are going to be Stone Cold. Okay.
You can't do Stone Cold from now. Like this Stone Cold?
No, not this Stone Cold. I'm talking about Stone Cold in his prime. So Stone Cold.
Oh, we're talking prime?
Yes, your top
we're talking
3
about
favorite wrestlers of all of their WrestleManias really soon.
Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
The Rock.
Okay.
Stone Cold. That's tough because you still have Undertaker.
You made your 3. He picked his 3.
Undertaker, Stone Cold, and Shawn Michaels.
I would say Stone Cold, number 1. Absolute number 1. Biggest fan of Stone Cold. And next would be oh, God. My top 3 is going. So my top 3 are going to have to be Stone Cold, number 1. Absolutely. Number 2, The Rock. What's your face like that?
Stop.
My number 1 favorite wrestler, Stone Cold. Ops. My number 2, I'm gonna go with The Rock. I think I'm gonna go with The Rock.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that. And then number 3, that's a really big toughie. It used to be The Undertaker because he used to have Sarah tattooed to his neck. Now he took that off. So when he did that, I felt scorned. So he's not my favorite anymore. So I'm gonna have to go with Kane. You know why? It's Kane and The Undertaker fight. Long.
An hour is long. They went past the hour and they gave Bret Hart the win
for no reason.
For no reason. And then they call him back in the ring.
And make him fight
to
again.
wrestle still because there was no
real winner.
Confirmation on who won.
Here's the thing. It was an Iron Man match. They said that it was going to be by round, whoever won round by round. But there's no rounds in wrestling, as we know. So I didn't quite understand the concept of what they were trying to go for there. But either way, it was the longest match I've ever watched.
Guess what? Bret Hart got fucked. Shawn Michaels took his shit. Shawn Michaels won this. It's his first WrestleMania.
His first WrestleMania win.
Main event, and he's world champion.
Iron Man.
World champion.
Nice try.
Bret Hart got fucked again.
Right. This is Tiny Terror's move of the week.
Yes. Okay. We had the frog splash.
All right, we've been practicing all week. She goes to the top rope. Achoo, achoo, achoo. And here her goes.
The frog splash.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3. And your winner is DJ Terror.
So much for joining our family in our family night of WrestleMania. Thank you for watching DW. We are out. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us your favorite WrestleMania. What's going on? Thank you guys so much for this. You have a wonderful night.